We're planning on opening our preschool in 1st of November, and we'll begin with the kids that are going to be starting school in January. And they'll go to school through November and half through December to prepare them to be ready to go to school in January. And then in January we'll start with a new group of 5 and 6-year-olds. We're going to have a community center, and we have some other funding. We'll be painting it and doing a little bit of window repair and roof repair. And we've already started collecting some supplies and floor mats and visiting preschools to see how it's being done. We have a teacher that we're going to be offering the position to. She's going to teach in the morning and in the afternoon, and then we'll have a helper. And we're looking at 15 kids in the morning and 15 kids in the afternoon. And I think we're excited. The community is behind this 100%. Very excited for this to happen.
And we'll visit there later today?
Yes, we're going to go see this later today.
Okay, perfect.
Right.
Ruth is a nurse. She and her friends Lois and Ken have been working in this area for several years. They know the people, they know the teachers, and are excellent partners to help us expand our program of getting kids ready for first grade through using unemployed teachers and existing buildings. We are heading to Pacoj from Chuisac. It's a fairly remote area. As we go along, we pick up some people that are walking to the next village and could appreciate a ride with us. And then we continue on and find one more person before we get to our destination. But we finally arrive in an area called San Martin, which is kind of the center of operations for this area, and where we'll be locating most of our expansion schools during this coming year. As we then drop off the ladies and continue on to Pacoj, I'm reminded that this is a difficult area to get to, but the reason we're here is because it's difficult. There's not much help flows to this area normally, but we've been lucky enough to find a couple partners that have been working here over the years, building stoves to get the smoke out of the homes, and also improving the schools greatly already, the school buildings, and are now working to try to improve the teaching that goes on within the schools. We're very fortunate indeed to have them as partners. When we arrive, we are greeted by one of the community leaders who takes us into his home and then tells us a little bit about the background of the community, what they're currently doing, and shows us then the way to get to the site where we'll have the preschool, with a short stop to see dinner for a few months from now. Here we are at the site. There's a school, existing school nearby, and there are a couple of rooms here that are used periodically by the community as a community center. And it is here that we talk more with Lois, who tells us more about the plans they have for the building.
Members of the community are going to clean it all inside and out, and then my husband is going to spray paint it with nice primary colors, and then we plan to create a library in there for the kids, also activity centers, and out here we're planning to do a playground with tires and ropes and using everything that is available right here.
The community leader then takes us to a home of a family nearby. I wouldn't say this is a typical home, but it is typical for homes to have dirt floors, the fire being tended on the floor, not having a formal bed to sleep in. So the families here are poor by any standard, When you see this, you understand why giving their children education is not necessarily at the top of their needs list. But there are leaders here that are trying to change all this, and we have a process and donors from the United States that sponsor teachers and make a change through all this for the next generation.
¿Cuántos años tiene?
34.
34 y 6 niños.
Sí. 6.
Pacoj was the second of the 2 villages that we visited today. They represent what we'll be doing in the future, that is seeking out more villages, more remote, poor villages.